Hi students, good morning to all. Today we are going to learn the balance portion of our lesson, A Shelter So High. So what are things we learned in the previous class? Yes, we learned about Changtang. We learned about Changtang. What is Changtang? Changtang, everybody, what is Changtang? It is a place above high level, 15,000 meters, 5,000 meters above sea level. It's a high altitude place. High altitude place. Okay. Then Changtang is a part of high altitude. It is a part of. It is a place of high altitude. High altitude. High altitude. Then it's a Tibetan plateau in western and northern Tibet. So Tibetan area. It is extending into southeastern Ladakh. That the Changtang is extending into Ladakh. Extending into Ladakh. Okay, then it's a highland and giant lakes present there in Changtang. Changtang is a highland. It is a highland and also lot of giant lakes. Giant lakes are there in Changtang. Okay, then the Changtang means eastern flat land. The Changtang means what? See, it is an eastern flat land. Flat land. So it is situated in high altitude. It's a highland, and there giant lakes are there. Then it is extending into Ladakh. The Changtang extending to where? Ladakh. The average altitude of the area is around 14,600 meters above sea level. 14,600 meters above sea level. Okay, above sea level. Once again, about Changtang. Changtang is a eastern flatland. It is situated in high altitude and it is a highland and giant lakes are there. Then it is extending into Ladakh. So it is extending into Ladakh. Then 14,600 meters above sea level. It is present. The average altitude is 14,600 meters above sea level. Okay. Then these are things we learned in previous class. Okay. So people living on top of the world. Let's start our portions. People living on top of the world. People living on where? Top of the world. That means on the mountain range or in the highland areas. Okay. So now was the time to climb higher. Loner had a tough time zigzagging along narrow, rocky mountain roads. At many places there were no roads at all. We know that in the mountain areas, in valleys or hilly areas, there is no proper road for passing the vehicles. So here the Gaurav Jani and his friend Lona, the Lona moves in a zigzag manner due to the road is not good. Then it was moving towards the rocky plains of Changtang, towards where they go. Yes, they were going towards Changtang. Changtang is extending into Ladakh in the Changtang. Changtang extending to Ladakh. Then the place is at a height of almost 5,000 meters. Then it is so high, it is difficult to breathe normally. We know that from the land level, if we going above the land level, the breathing oxygen level is decreased above the mountain ranges. So we feel a difficulty to breathe properly. So due to this, Gauravjani affect headache and felt weak. Then they slowly got used to breathing in such air. For many days, we kept wandering in this area with not a single human being in sight. So many days they traveling through that rocky, hilly or mountain ranges through the not a proper road. So they cannot see any human being in that places. So no petrol pumps, no mechanics, no one there. Yes, only clear blue sky and many beautiful lakes around. What are things present in that area? Yes, only clear blue sky. There is no human beings, there is no houses, there's nothing is, no animals, nothing is present in that area. It is only blue sky and very beautiful lakes, giant lakes are there. Many days and night passed, loner, and I kept moving ahead. Suddenly one morning I saw before me flat grassy land. Suddenly one morning, the Gauravjani saw a flat grassy land. Many sheep and goats were grazing there. What he see? Yes, many sheep and goats grazing in the grassy land. Far in the distance, I saw some tents, and far in the distance, he saw some tents. I wondered who lived there and what they were doing in this far out place. So he is wondered why. Yes, it's the place. It's a far out place. So who is lived there? And some questions given based on the people living on the top of the world. First one, at what height is the place where you live? Yes, all of children or all of you write the answer of yours answers right in your textbook page number 124. Then next second question, why did Gauravjani say this place is so high that it is difficult to breathe normally? Why Gauravjani says this place is so high that it is difficult to breathe normally? We know that the place above the sea level, it is there is no, the level of oxygen is reduced or decreased. Due to this, the level of oxygen air become less. Due to this, the place is so high, it is difficult to breathe normally. Have you ever been to a hilly place there? Then from our neighborhood we can say a hilly place in our surrounding is Ambanada. Okay, it is a hilly place. So it's a pleasant, cool climate and atmosphere. Then on the land of that hilly area, it is a pleasant, cool air is there. Then at what height was it? So these answers show you should write the answers of these questions in your textbook. Okay. Next one, Champa. There I met Namgyal and came to know about the Champa, a tribe living on the mountains. They meet a tribe living on the mountains. The Champa tribe has only about 5,000 people. Champa is a group of tribe. So the Champa tribe has only about 5,000 people. The Champas are always on the move with their goats and sheep. What they do? The Champa tribe, what they do? Yes, they always move with their goats and sheep. They graze their sheep and goats. That is their job. It is from these that they get all that they need. From that sheep and their goats, they get all their needs like meat, milk, skin for tents, and wood for coats and sweaters. Wood for coats and sweaters. We know that for making blankets, sweaters, then here tents, they use the skin of goat and sheep. So it to protect them from high cold or during winter And also the sheep and goat give milk and meat for the Champa tribe people. Their goats are their only treasure. The tribe has only one treasure is there, that is their goats. If a family has more animals, it is considered more rich and important. That means in that tribe, inside that tribe, if the family contains more number of goats or sheep, that is the rich family in their tribe. And also only one treasure is there, that is their goats and sheep to grazing their goats and sheep. From these special goats they get wool for making the world famous Pashmina wool. So the Champa tribe may use their skin of or fur of their goats and sheep for making the world famous Pashmina wool. Okay. The Champa graze their goats at a higher and colder places so that the goats have more and softer hair. While the Champa tribes graze their goats at higher and colder places so that the goats have a more and softer hair. That means during the colder places, due to the due to the winter season, helps the goats and sheep their skin very soft and smooth. They stay high up on these mountains in very difficult conditions because that is where these goats can live. So human beings cannot survive the very difficult conditions in the mountains, but they stay there forward to because their goats can only survive in that conditions. This is their life and their livelihood. This is their life and their livelihood. Dear students, all of you understood about the life of Champa tribe? Yes, the Champa tribe contains about 5,000 people. They always move with their goats and sheep. They have only one treasure, that is their goats and sheep to graze their goats and sheep. Then if a family has more animals in the people of tribe, in that tribe people's family, if a family have more number of sheep, that is the rich family in their group. Then and also the goat and sheep give different things that they need, like milk, then meat, skin for tent, and wool for coats and sweaters. Wool for coats and sweaters. Then they always use coats and sweaters made up of wools get from sheep and goats because it keep them always warm. So in that place is always very cold. So the wool of goat and sheep or the sweaters and coats helps them to overcome the climate. Okay. Then from these special goats, they get the world famous Pashmina wool. So for making the Pashmina wool, the tribe people always graze their goats and sheep in the difficult weather condition, difficult conditions of cold. So it is very difficult to maintain live a human being in that condition. So but they stay there because their goats have more and soft for getting more and softer hair. Okay, then I was carrying very little of my belongings on my motorcycle, but the Champas carry everything that they own on their horses and yaks. In which way their transportation takes place in the tribe group? Yes, they use horses and yaks to carry their things from one place to another. It takes them only 2.5 hours to pack everything and move ahead. Within no time, they put up their tents at the chosen place. The luggage is unpacked and their homes are ready. So they are well prepared for get ready for to travel from one place to another or to move from one place to another. Within no time, they put up their tents at the chosen places and their luggage is unpacked and their home is ready. So then you are the most welcome into our home, said Namgyal, as he led me to the big cone-shaped tent. Here, the Gaurachari meet a tribe that is Namgyal. So he invites Gaurachari and his friend Lorna to their tent. They call their tent Rebo. What is the name of their tent? Rebo. The name of their tent is Rebo. Then yak hair is woven to make strips which are stitched together. Then how is their tent made of? Yes, yak hair is woven to make strips which are stitched together. Then they call their tent Rebo. Yak hair is woven to make strips which are stitched together. Then these are strong and warm and protect them from the icy strong winds. We know that in that places then icy strong winds are blows. So they get protection from these icy strong winds by using the yak hair is woven to make strips which are stitched together, and they are strong and protect them from the strong icy winds blows during that season. I saw that the strips were tightly tied with 9 sticks. The strips were the yak hair is woven and woven to make strips which are stitched together. Then it is tightly tied with the 9 sticks. It is tightly tied with the 9 sticks. The ground is dug about 2 feet deep. The ground is dug about 2 feet deep. Why? Yes, we know that there is strong icy strong winds are blows in that places. So get protection from that. They make their house by dug the ground about 2 feet deep. The tent is then put up around this on the higher part of the ground. Okay, students, here we learn about Champa. Champa is a high altitude place, and also so many giant lakes etc. were there. And also it is above 5,000 meters above the sea level. There is in some places there is no proper oxygen for breathing, etc. were there. And also some group of tribes are there. That tribe peoples contains about 5,000 peoples only. So, and from these tribes make the world famous Pashmina wool. So that wool is get from their special goats or sheep's hairs. And also its climate is very difficult to survive a human being there, and also they make their tent there, so they call their tent as a name that is called a rainbow. And also they dig the ground, they dug the ground deep, 2 feet deep, because to get protection from the strong icy wind blows. Then we learn about Champa. Champa means a place where very few people live. It's a tribe people. Then we know that here if we go into the mountain, the level of oxygen in air becomes less, and at times people have to carry oxygen cylinder to climb the mountain Everest, etc. So it is not expected. So we know that above the level, the oxygen breathing air of oxygen is very less. So the mountain climbers use the oxygen cylinders to climb the mountain. Okay. Then okay, all of you understood about Changpa and Changtang. Okay, it's a different types of languages used here. Okay, there we learn about the family of their treasure, family about the tribe. Then next we are going to learn about the world famous Pashmina. World famous Pashmina. Okay, it is believed that a Pashmina shawl is as warm as 6 sweaters. What is the peculiarity of Pashmina? What is the importance of Pashmina wool? Why Pashmina wool? Pashmina shawl is considered as world famous because it gives warm as 6 sweaters. It is believed that a Pashmina shawl is as warm as 6 sweaters. It gives warm of 6 sweaters. Okay, it is very thin. It's very warm. It is very thin. It is not very thick like six sweaters, but it is very thin. But it is very warm. The goats from which the soft Pashmina wool is collected are found on very high altitudes of 5,000 meters. How the Pashmina shawl is very famous and it is very popular? Because the Pashmina shawl, the Pashmina wool get from only the sheep and goats lived in a high altitude place like 5,000 meters above the sea level. In winters, the temperature here drops below 0 degrees Celsius. That means minus 40 degrees Celsius. In winter season, the temperature here drops below 0 degrees Celsius. So the sheep and the goats can survive in this temperature. So in this temperature, the sheep and goats can survive. Due to this, the sheep and goats wool becomes very smooth and very famous for making the Pashmina shawl. A coat of warm hair grows on the goat's body which protects it from extreme cold. The goats shed some of their hair in summer. In which season the goats live in the high altitudes shed their hair during summer season. This hair is so fine that 6 of these would be as thick as one hair of ours. That shedding hairs are thicker than 6 of these would be as thick as one hair of ours. Okay. Then the fine hair cannot be woven on machines, and so weavers of Kashmir make these shawls by hand. Okay. The shedding hairs are very fine, so it cannot be woven by machines. It is only woven by hands. The sweaters and the coats and the blankets were, the Pashmina shawl were woven by the weavers of Kashmir. They make these shawls by their hands. This is a long and difficult process. This is a very long and difficult process for making a Pashmina shawl. For making a Pashmina shawl is a long and difficult process. After almost 2,250 hours of weaving, one plain Pashmina shawl is made. So it is very difficult for making a Pashmina shawl. For making a Pashmina shawl, they take 250 hours. 250 hours. They take to woven a Pashmina shawl. Then imagine how long it would take to make a shawl with embroidery. So it takes 250 hours to make a Pashmina shawl. So due to this, it is very famous, and it is very costly. It is very costly. Next, then they stepped into the tent. Then the Gaurav Jani stepped into the tent. I realized that I could stand up straight. It was not like my tent. Inside that tribe's tent, he can stand up straight. So it is not the tent like prepared by the Gaurav Jani. I also saw that the rainbow was as big as a room of my flat in Mumbai. The rainbow means the name of the tent. Namgyal, the name of the tent of Namgyal is rainbow. I also saw that the rainbow was as big as a room of my flat in Mumbai. It was held up by two wooden poles in the middle. The rainbow was held up by two wooden poles in the middle. There was an opening to let out the smoke from the chula. We know that in that places chula is present inside the houses because it is very cold in climate. To get a relief from the cold climate, they make chula inside the houses. So there is an opening to let opening for smoke coming out from the chula. Namgyal told that the design of this tent is more than 1,000 years old. How many years old for the tent? Yes, 1,000 years old. The tent is more than 1,000 years old. The tent protected the Champas from extreme cold. The tent protect the tribe peoples from extreme cold climate. How cold must it be? In winters, the temperature drops many degrees below zero. Temperature drops many degrees below zero. We cannot think about that condition. So that tent gave them protection from that climate. The wind blows at 70 kilometers per hour. That strong icy wind blows how many kilometers per hour? 70 kilometers per hour. Then if you were on a bus which was going at this speed, how far from your house would you reach in 1 hour? Yes, so we can say that it's a very high speed. We can think that the speed of strong icy winds. So from that tent give them protection from that strong icy winds. Near the rainbow there was a place to keep sheep and goats. Near the rainbow tent there was a place to keep sheep and goats. Sheep and goats are the only treasure for that tribe peoples. Then and only financial way for that tribe people. Okay. Then the Champas called this Lekha. What is the name of the place to keep goats and sheep? That is Lekha. The name of tent is Rego, and the name of the place where to keep goat and sheep is Lekha. Okay. Then the walls of a lekha are made with stones. In which way the walls of the lekha were made? Yes, the walls of a lekha are made with stones. Each family puts a special mark on their own animals. Why each family put a special mark on their own animals? Yes, we know that in that places goats and sheep are the only treasures and they are the only financial way to get the money. So for this they put a special mark on their own animals. The women and young girls count and take the animals out of the lekha. What is called a lekha? Lekha is a place to keep goats and sheep, and here the rainbow tent. Okay. Then for the Champas, their animals are a very important part of their life. We know that. Is any animal part of your life? Is any animal part of your life? Yes, we know that in some families we can see that they keep cows, goats, etc. From that animals they can earn money by they get milk, etc. from that 5 ways in which different animals are a part of your life. You should answer these questions. Okay, students, you should answer these questions in your textbook. Okay, so what all things we learned today? We learned about the tribe Champas in Chamta. So here it is tribe people, and then we learn about the world famous Pashmina shawl. So they will take 250 hours to make a Pashmina shawl. So let's wind up the class. So all of you read your textbook more and more times. Okay, students, see you.